Have you ever taken a sip of coffee or enjoyed a slice of watermelon without thinking about where it truly came from? Most people assume these foods are European or Asian in origin, yet their roots reach deep into the heart of Africa. From the lush highlands of Ethiopia came the world's first coffee beans, brewed long before cafes lined European streets. Okra, now a global kitchen staple, traces back to the banks of the Nile. And the sweet, refreshing watermelon? Its earliest forms were cultivated in the deserts of ancient Africa. This isn't just a story about food. It's a story about migration, survival, and creativity. A global heritage shaped by Africa's hidden culinary legacy. When millions of Africans were forcibly taken across the Atlantic, they carried with them more than memories. They brought seeds, knowledge, and traditions that would transform the world's kitchens. Black-eyed peas, yams, sorghum, and rice varieties all made their way to the Americas through the transatlantic slave trade. In these new lands, enslaved Africans used familiar crops to recreate fragments of home, adapting them to foreign soils and climates. Their ingenuity turned scarcity into invention. African women, often cooks on plantations, combined local ingredients with ancestral methods, birthing new dishes that would one day define regional cuisines. What began as survival cooking became an unspoken language of resilience, food as both comfort and quiet resistance. Today, the echoes of African kitchens can be tasted everywhere, from the Caribbean to Brazil to the American South. In Louisiana, the beloved gumbo owes its signature texture to okra, a gift from African farmers. In Brazil, feijoada, a rich bean stew, mirrors West African one-pot traditions. And in Jamaica, ackee and saltfish, now a national dish, emerged from African ingredients blended with colonial imports. These meals are more than recipes. They are historical fingerprints of Africa's culinary influence. Smoking, frying, and slow cooking, all hallmark techniques of African cuisine, have become universal. Every bite of these dishes tells a story of fusion, adaptation, and the unbreakable spirit of a people who refuse to lose their identity through food. African cuisine is not only about taste, it's about philosophy. Meals are communal events, where sharing is as essential as eating. This tradition of togetherness has influenced food cultures worldwide, from Caribbean family feasts to Southern Sunday dinners. Spice layering, a hallmark of African cooking, introduced the world to the art of balancing heat, aroma, and depth. African cooks mastered the use of local herbs, fermented condiments, and slow simmering to draw maximum flavor from the simplest ingredients. Even sustainability finds its roots in African kitchens, where nothing goes to waste. From cassava leaves to fish bones, every part is valued, a principle now echoed in modern zero-waste food movements. For too long, the African foundation of world cuisine has been overlooked, overshadowed by colonial narratives and Western culinary dominance. But the truth is undeniable. Africa's foodways have shaped continents, inspired chefs, and nourished billions. Recognizing this legacy isn't just about giving credit where it's due. It's about celebrating the creativity, endurance, and genius that turned displacement into cultural exchange. When we trace the flavors of our favorite dishes, from spicy stews to sweet fruits, we find Africa at their roots. So the next time you sip your morning coffee or savor a bowl of gumbo, remember you're tasting centuries of African heritage, a story that deserves to be told, shared, and savored.